Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba Hasham, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace, blessing, salutation to the brethren. To you, I say Shalom. We're definitely in that time, when that time of that great war is about to happen, World War III. Okay, which the Bible prophesied about World War III. Okay, the Bible in Revelation chapter 9 talks about World War I and mentions World War II. Okay, and the Bible talks about that war that would be fought with nuclear missiles. You had different prophets seeing the day of the Lord. They were seeing the day where, missiles was being shot from one continent to the next continent. Okay, so this is Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. One woe is past, speaking on World War I. And the two woes is talking about World War II, which happened, and World War III, that's going to happen. Okay, verse 14. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before God. Verse 14, it says, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. Which a good precept for that verse is Revelation chapter 16, verse 14. And it reads, verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings. It says that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Right? So you have the Euphrates River drying up in the Middle East so that the kings of the east might prepare themselves for war. Okay? This is back at Revelation chapter 9. In verse 15. And the four angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men. The third part of men is speaking about Esau, speaking on Esau, Edom. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. Right. So the number of the army of the horsemen was 200 million. 200 million warheads. Okay. It's not talking about the missiles, but the warheads. Because the missile can contain, multiple warheads. It's multiple warheads inside the missiles. Okay. And Joel chapter 2 goes into the missiles, the nuclear missiles with the warheads. Okay. Verse 17. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of the mouths issued fire. and smoke and brimstone. So the heads of lion, that's the cone of the missile. When it says mouth issue fire and brimstone, that's talking about the warheads. Okay. So it says the mouth issue fire and brimstone, that's talking about the warheads. Okay. This is going to happen. Verse 18, by these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issue out of their mouths. All right. Third part of men, speaking about Esau. You have three classifications of men on the earth: the sons of God, the sons of men or nations. Okay, then you got the sons of the wicked, which the sons of God are the Israelites, the sons of men are the other nations, and the sons of the wicked, that's Esau, Edom, the Edomites, so-called white man. Okay, two main characters is who? Jacob and Esau. And other nations, they fit in between. Those are extra characters. But the two main characters in this movie is Jacob, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. They're Jacob. Then you got Esau. Esau, the so-called white man. All right. So by these three was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Right. It says, for their power is in their mouth, which the mouth, represents multiple warheads. It says, and in their tail, that's the ICBM. Okay, the missile will not do no damage, but the warheads will. Okay, that's why it's gonna be 200 million warheads hitting America, man. It's gonna be a nuclear shower. It's gonna be overkill, man. A million is a lot. Imagine 200 million warheads. Okay, so it's gonna be nonstop warheads hitting America. That's the future prophecy of America. Okay, this is many more precepts and scriptures where we can link up precepts to bring home the point even more. Okay? Once again, Joel 2, Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51. You have Isaiah chapter 13, Isaiah chapter 34, Jeremiah, right? 51. You have Joel 2, Revelation chapter 17, Revelation 18, Revelation 16, and so on. Okay? So all right. So these different nations, they have nuclear capability. These different nations gonna shoot at her being Babylon the Great. Okay, America is Babylon the Great. Okay. And hey, you know, this place America will be destroyed by the missiles. Okay, that's just what it is, and that's what the scripture speaks on. Okay, we're gonna get Revelation chapter 18. Real quick. And I want to bring out verse 18. No, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Right? So, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people. That represents that come out of her, my people, come out of her. Her being Babylon the Great, America. My people, the Israelites, start with the elect, the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai is going to beam up the elect of Israel. This represents the elect being beamed up. Come out of her, my people. They're being beamed up. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16 through 18 goes into it. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20 goes into it. It says, And that ye receive not, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Partakers of her sins. Right. You don't want to partake in that second death, which is the lake of fire that's going to burn here in America. It's going to be a lake of fire here in America. Okay? So that represents the second death. Okay? The second death. Come out of her, my people, represents the elect of Israel being beamed up in those chambers, in those chariots, in those so-called UFOs. Okay? Being saved from destruction, being saved from you know, fire, missiles, the earth, quaking and reeling to and fro like a drunkard. All right, so with that, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash, Shalom.